This one's a bit up now, so I should just be sharing this. Give me a second, it should be quick. Share to group. So I'll be sharing this with a few groups and I will be there shortly. So yeah, anyone tuning in now would probably notice that I did not do quite well this month. That's actually fine. Not too nonplussed about it. Yeah, missing out on the extra pack is kind of a bummer, but hey, I'll take it for what it is. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today, well, without further ado, let's cash in, do a premier draft of Kaldheim. I wonder how many people will be on this one. As usual, this is the non-standard set. It is the draft format for Arena Open, but for the people that are interested in this are probably just doing day 2 instead of this one. That's it. It's nice to get this one going really quickly. As I mentioned in the intro, this is not my and they also don't show you who. This is not exactly my favorite format. Okay, we start off with a really dud rare, and what we have that's interesting instead. Return Upon the Tide, way to get. If we could do Reanimator. That's pretty much a green-black thing, so that's an option. We are passing a way down, so this would be awkward. There is a Crush the Weak. We can kind of splash for this, though. Ironically, if I want to go red, I want to do white-red aggro. I'm tempted to just take the Return Upon the Tide, though. Yeah. I guess I could also just take the Squash. Yeah, it's only an anti-creature spell, but I'm willing to speculate on red a bit here. I'm going to take that one for now. Red Blue Giants is not the best format for this. Hey, Joe Mariaon, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? And if we gone black, we would have gotten to Feed the Serpent. But we're going red. We do have a Demon Bolt here. I could just take the Pathway as a free rare, but we no rush for that one. So we're just going to take a bunch of removal spells. We're hoping to get some cards come back. I'm probably not. We'll see if blue is open, but it's kind of unlikely. I am tempted to take the snow-covered mountain here, because a lot of these cards kind of come back. Yeah, we'll take the snow-covered mountain here. It gives us some flexibility. Hey, Faceless Haven. If I did not have a playset of that would have been fine. It's also really awkward to play this one because you need to go into lots of snow. Alternately, I could just take the Beskir Shieldmate or whatnot. I could just take the Faceless Haven here. It's a good creature in its own right. I guess we go. Let's go red white again. And though Cold the Forge Master, not the best way to do it. There is another Shieldmate. That's probably what I want to do. So we could do red white warriors. That is a bit of a thing here. Let's see. Stalwart Valkyrie is a good follow up there. Scorn Effigies, also decent as well. I might take the Valkyrie first though. Also, we are seeing quite a few runes. There's a Rune of Speed here. I might just take the Breakneck Berserker though. We're not exactly a bit of a runes deck, so that's really more for constructed. So, hey, Tybalt's Trickery. Do I really want this card? No. I think I will just take the Battlefield Raptor here at this point. We're gonna go aggro or go home here. And no, I do not want to go home. I want to go aggro for the most part. So we got some removal. Would like to have a few Craven Hulks to fill this out. Axguard Braggarts are also a good choice. But we do have a decent start here. Pretty much I'm staying in our lane for the most part. Oh, I will also note that we did pass a lot of rares. The Faceless Haven probably would have been the one rare I would have considered taking. It did feel... But you would note that a lot of rares did get passed here. Pretty much if you're playing in the format like this, it's already assumed that you have most of the rares already at that point, so any card I would take would only be contributing to gems, which I kind of need. It's not bad. It also does mean that rare drafting really doesn't quite work here. There are very few specific rares in this format that are really good. I would say Faceless Haven was the one that came close. The other cards, Raven's Warning would have been fine. Narfi's Betrayal, no, that was not. So the way down came back, so someone's getting rewarded in black. We'll have to keep that in mind. We also have to be careful with the aggro strategy because if the game goes too long, we will lose. We don't exactly have universal removal. I think white has like very few pieces of that. We have to be on the lookout for those. For the most part, it's about... Oh yeah, we did not see any run amoks. Those are really helpful. Our creature suite is very squishy for the most part. I do like having a good number of flyers. That is kind of one of the advantages of going white. You can incidentally have evasion. But that said, 2 pieces of removal. I will say that sure this costs 5. This will cost 5 a good amount of the time, but it does answer most creatures, so there is that. I probably don't want the third one. I'll take the free gems here. Also, we might randomly be able to splash for something blue, so nothing wrong with that. I don't want the third raptor. I'm not a fan of the gold vein pick. Yeah, it's a +1/+1, but and it does get treasure, so it's a decent combo battlefield raptor. But in the event that we do hit a decent rare, this coming this late is actually not a bad plan. There's a good chance that the other pathway might come around. Okay, so if I want to continue the 1-2 team, realistically, I want at least 1 copy of Warhorn Blast. I probably will take that over the other cards. Shackles of Treachery is an option, but we'll save that a bit. I think I will take 1 Valor of the Worthy. That isn't a good option. Tormentor's Helm is fine as well. So, yeah, those are our equipment. I think I am willing to upgrade the Warhorn Blast. Valor of the Worthy is kind of more in tune with the two spells deck. We're not in line with that, but at least we have the option for it. Tormentor's Helm. Hey, we got the Scorn Effigy back. Now, Open the Omen Paths is also quite good, but we're not in the multicolored deck, so we can get away with not taking one of those for now. And we did get Revitalize. Reflections of Lichara. There's also Frostbite, which is more relevant. Kaya's Onslaught is fine. The problem with taking Reflections is that we don't have a consistent... We could start drafting more warriors. That would be an option. Realistically, I would rather just take the Frostbite here. Yes, it's more removal. Crush the Weak, unfortunately, hurts us as well, so we probably will just go for the Frostbite here. Reflections is actually very good in the in green blue with all the, how do you call this? Yeah, with all the changelings. So Agar Freezing Flame. If a giant wizard or spell you control dealt damage to it this turn, so this does get us some extra card draw. Would I rather have this over Craven Hulk? No, I would actually rather have Craven Hulk. Tuskeri Firewalker would be my other choice as well. Agar's not bad. It's just that it's dipping into one of our splash colors, which I might consider. There was a point in time that I liked. Oh, I will not say no to a Doomskar though. There is a run amok though, but I will not say no to a Doomskar. Doomskar, always have a reset switch if you can. Not. And we're only giving up a bunch of commons here, so that though the commons are pretty good for our strategy, having this as an option. Having this as an option is not wrong here. Also, we can sandbag this until we can't anymore, so that is one way to go around it. Nothing great in... Okay, nothing great in red or white here. I could take the Mistwalker as a splash card. Icebind Pillars less likely. I could also just take Snakeskin Veil, probably one of the better cards. I don't really like any of these white cards here. I'm not a fan of the Mistwalker either. I'm just gonna snipe the Snakeskin Veil. Oh yeah, did they fix Glittering Frost or not? Hey, Jericho Ilagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? I will take the Batter Shield Warrior. It does fit our game plan. Yeah, we can pass the Icebreaker Kraken for the most part. Provoke the Trolls. Provoke the Trolls is fine. Starnheim Courser, not so much, but it is a flyer. I will consider it. But our removal suite right now is Demon Bolt, Frostbite, Doomskar, Squash. So another removal spell is not bad. I could just take the Snow-Covered Plains to start... Yeah, I guess I can take this one though. Actually gonna take the Snow-Covered Plains. I want to have at least a few options here. Hey, Axgar Braggart, that's our pick here. Good. No, Kaldheim Premier Draft. So we're in it for the long haul here. We need to have a good number of 2-drops. So as much as I want to take the Gold Maw Champion, I will take a Third Shield Mate. Fearless Pup is fine. Yeah, it's only because of the number of trees that we have. I don't want the Kaya's Onslaught quite yet. We have actually not that many non-creature spells. Dwarven Reinforcements technically is could be cast at 2 mana for overturns. Okay, we'll take one of those. It might be a mistake though. We'll take the Firewalker. I did say last time that was a good card. Yeah, Kaldheim Premier, yes. Ooh, Divine Gambit. No, we'll take the Run Amok. That's the safe card here. We really need some of those. Probably, if I were to take one of these, I'd take another. Hey, we did get a Gold Mod Champion again. I will take that. And probably seize the spoils on this side here. Hey, remember when this card used to terrorize Standard? Unfortunately, we can't take it. We probably will take another Run Amok. I would love to. I might take another Snow-Covered Mountain, but we're now in a position where we can take more Snow-Covered lands at this point. So, Immerstrom Raider is also a good choice. We'll take the other Frostbite though. So we have quite a bit of removal, but we kind of want to have more snow-covered lands to fit this. Set aside Brothers War drafts for older. No. They're both running in parallel. So you can still do Premier Draft of Brothers War, but for this week and next week, you have Premier Draft of Kaldheim available as well. And for the next 2 weeks after, you'll also have the Premier Draft of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty as well. I think I have enough non-creatures. We'll take another Braggart at this point. Should also start checking... the Dwarven Reinforcements might be the weakest one. It technically counts as a creature. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I usually end up cutting Warhorn Blast. We kind of go sideways more because of all these shield mates though. But yeah, I definitely want to have more 2-drops. And more snow-covered lands, though I can also foresee cutting some of the Frostbites. Search for Glory, Snow Permanent, Legendary, or Saga. This only searches for a land here, so that's a no for us. We'll probably take the Immerstrom Predator Raider here. Well, there's also another Stalwart Valkyrie, which is an option that does give us more flyers. I think I want another 2-drop for now. Another Frostbite. Let's consider the Bloodline Pretender. 8 Warriors. Okay, we're taking this. I could also consider Agar the Freezing Flame, but we probably would make adjustments for that. Clarion Spirit. We're not necessarily a 2-spells deck, but we do have the infrastructure to make it work. So let's make some cuts. I definitely want to score the effigy now. I definitely want at least 1 Craven Hulk, but this could easily be cut. I think I cut the Warhorn Blast here. I definitely want to keep these some 4/1 drops, and I might cut 1 Shield Mate. If I can lean it more towards red, I will do it. But if not, we'll see. Anyway, for those tuning in, this is a premiere draft of Kaldheim. We are doing red-white aggro again. Well, technically, the last time I did it was the Phantom draft for Midweek Magic. It kind of lined up pretty well this time. I don't know if it still lines up well. We'll take an alternate Craven Hulk. I would say as far as splashing for rares, we got... The only good one we got, I would say, is Doomskar. Alrund's Epiphany is also pretty good, but I would not consider that quite splashable. I'll take the Frenzied Raider. Another Immerstrom Raider. Okay, now... War Amok on the side. Let's see, maybe we can make an adjustment towards more red now. Though we have more, we still have more warriors than berserkers, so I might have to make adjustments for that. I guess we could cut the Coward. Yeah, I'm not liking the 11-11 split. This might change it a bit. I could go 16 lands actually. That is an option. Also, oddly enough, not that many humans, so I could just run this as a 41 carder, but we have to be very careful with our mana base here. Also, don't have unlike the previous one where we did have a few big guns, we don't have that option here. Also, missing out on snow-covered lands here, so I could easily just cut 1 Frostbite, since that's probably our weakest card. That said, it also does enable. It's only mostly for the Clarion Spirit. We're not going to draw this every time. So Bloodline Pretender will depend on what the rest of our cards are. So we have about 7 warriors and 5 berserkers, so those are good choices. I could increase the number of warriors, but I don't feel we need to. The 2 random mocks are fine. we have one Doomskar as our emergency. I could cut the Bloodline Pretender for an. No, I could cut the Scorn Effigy for one of these other spells. Maybe we do. This is. Give this one a go, and not so sure how we will do with this time. Wish me the best of luck here. So we did not exactly hit really big rares this time, but that's pretty much the thesis of this draft, where we're drafting on the assumption that we're going to the rares that our opponents have are going to either be very expensive or very clunky. We just need to be faster. That said, this is probably one of the worst possible hands we can get. We can burn their first creature. We can foretell Doomskar. We will need more lands for these braggarts, but everything else we have is around the 3 mana range, so we should be fine. I'm willing to gamble with this one because at the very least we can just wipe their board. I would really prefer to have this was Super Prince. Actually, it's Prince in a really bad way that not only are some of the rares really busted, like imagine Coma or the demon, where end of turn you sack one of your creatures, you get another demon. But half the archetypes are C tier. Like you have to really know which archetypes you're getting into. Like if I remember the last episode where I did Midweek Magic, several people were doing the 2 spells deck, the white-black one. History has told us that archetype has fallen out of favor so much. Well, we did hit our 4th land here, so not too bad. I'm not gonna wait for an attack because well, we'll just burn this now. Like they could have something else, but I'm just gonna wait for them to unload most of their cards and then just Doomskar. Stalwart Valkyrie, okay. Now, if they just unload one more creature, I might just Doomskar right away, then just go Axguard Braggart. No, opponent is going. Well, if I don't have anything to do, well, I don't have anything to do here, so do I wait one more turn, just get hit? Because I'm about to just cast Axguard Braggart next turn. I guess we go for it. This is probably super premature, so we might be doing the work. Yeah, Goldspan Dragon, Vorinclex. Let's see, what are the other horrible cards you could run into? Now the problem is white-blue does have a lot of flyers. Okay, thankfully it's just an Avalanche Caller. Yeah, our opponent could just equip this, I guess. Yeah, but I will admit this was a horrible keep on our part. For all I know, this could just be an Alred's Epiphany and we're in so much trouble. Oh wow, we drew so many lands. I think we are gonna be destined to lose this particular game anyway, so I'm not too stressed out by this. I'm trying to remember if there is a 1-mana bounce spell here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe this is the guy that was. Maybe this is the guy that on the same pod we just passed an Alrund's Epiphany to, so we're about to lose. Nope, Raven form. Okay, so they did expend the removal there. I am willing to chump block though, because there is no good reason for me to have flyers. Well, no, there is a good reason, just not in this board situation. Probably should have cast the Battlefield Raptor first. I have no idea what their last card is. So let's see. Thankfully, our opponent did not hit their snow-covered lands quite yet. Valkyrie's Sword. Oh, they could not wait to generate the other token now. Still painful, but I could. I could just take the hit for now. It's gonna just net them another token. I guess we're squashing this. Please don't have a counter spell. That's your last card. Okay, so at least we kind of get in for free there. Or not, depends on what they do with these 2 treasure tokens. Yeah, we have a lot of these cards that they seem good on paper, but in reality you don't really want them. Like, this is really a late game card. You don't really... Okay, sure. Our opponent will get another treasure token. This one's actually not bad as a combat trick, for the most part. Opponent is just going to spend mana to equip, I guess. So, but we are in a race situation now. And I think I just used... What other removal spells do I have left? Another for 2, another Frostbite. Opponent has Raver's Knave. Sure. Oh, we did have a Demon Bolt. Well, I'm not gonna waste time anymore. Let's just blow it. And yeah, and we also get a bunch of vehicles that don't really function that well. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this one back here. No. Like, our opponent might have their own Doomskar, but yeah, we survived that one. That was almost a disaster, but we'll take it. I was actually scared at first, like, oh my gosh, really? Lands? Opponent has answers? Well, it turns out I top decked a little better. Thank you, game. Let's see how far we can push this one. I might need to look back how I performed in previous Kaldheim drafts. I think the last time I performed really well was off the back of splashing a really powerful rare. That's it. That's what really cemented my dislike for this format. Okay, I am willing to keep this one because I do have a 2-drop. I can pitch the shield mate. So I have a. Well, we're not bolting that anytime soon. No. Come on. No, we're going to foretell the Demon Bolt. This looks like a heavy, yeah, multicolor snow deck. So let's see how we can get around this. We need to hit another white source at least. Okay, we did hit our other white source. So I'm gonna play the Beskir Shieldmate first. Because this gives me options. I can chump block, then use Frostbite. Yeah, let's do that. Now our opponent might have their own combat trick like a Snakeskin Veil. I want them to use it up right away so that we can so that we can Doomskar our way out of this. Probably a run amok here. I'm actually fine with I'm basically trying to get them to use up their cards here so that I have free reign with this one. The double blue does scare me though. Oh no, opponent's actually letting it go. It's a scary Firewalker. Okay, looks like our opponent. Okay, opponent respects it. We'll actually hold back because if it's really bad, we do have a Demon Bolt. In fact, I might even just Demon Bolt the Tuskeri Firewalker now so that they don't exile a card. I really need them to drop something else. Oh, they're going for Snow. Oh, Foretell. I guess we're the ones going wide now. Let's get ourselves the flying token at least, even after that. So yeah, we still have something. We still have a board presence. Now we could have held back for much later, but yeah, we'll take it for now. We're really waiting for them to. Okay, Outrider. Yeah, I need to unfortunately offer the Tuskeri Firewalker on the board. It's too suspicious if I don't play anything. Well, opponent is not playing anything though. So might as well activate this now. I don't have any double red, so that should. Oh, fine. Might as well try to pop the Boreal Outrider. Opponent might trade. Okay, that's fine. I was expecting that much. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to drop their big creature here. So we'll take the tree. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we only have one image from Raider, so we're gonna play that. Our Doomskar's already foretold anyway. Opponent really is holding back. Now it'll be annoying if it turns out what our opponent is. Yeah, I don't want to play these guys yet. I know I'm waiting for our opponent to play something. Okay, they hit their... It's not the coma. That's the good news. Oh yeah, I did have another Image Drum Raider. I should have held back. What card's it? Okay, Firewalker. Well, at least I'm now certain that that's our last pitch, so we can play that out. Yeah, I am willing to block. Hit Replicating Ring, which is all sorts of meh. Opponent forced to use their from Frostbite just to keep it alive. What could their big bomb be if they haven't played it at 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? Goldspan Dragon. Okay. That's a rare. They are not activating it though. Okay, now they're activating the Boast. I want them to play this one out. Oh, they're gonna draw 3 cards. That's the bad news. So I have no way of avoiding that, but I will have no choice. But I have no choice but to do it. So let's play the land. Let's swing with the board. Yeah, you're gonna draw 3 cards. That's gonna be a bit of a downer. So now we're hoping that that our opponent does not have a board wipe of their own. This would have been a board wipe. Cyclone Summoner. They did have the other rare. So the annoying thing is that yeah, that's another problem. So see, well, to be fair, we also played it too long. Okay, this is just stupid. It's just rare after rare now. This is pretty much the concern here. Why I really hated this format. Cyclone Summoner, we can add that to the list of really busted rares. Though, to be fair, if you were playing with black, you would have outs for this. You would have at least Feed the Serpent, Poison the Cup. So you would have outs for So that rare was not the most busted thing to yet. It's the most annoying thing, but it's not the unsolvable. Ugh. I definitely want to play Clarence Spirit turn 2, but I would like to hit at least a 1-drop to go with it. Okay, looks like our opponent's also doing the red-white thing. The problem is we hit mostly red, so unless the next red card we hit is one of our frostbites, we're not gonna get the token benefit. This could easily also be a demon bolt as well. We should consider foretelling the Doomskar. Actually, now that I think of it, maybe 1 or 2 runes would not have been a bad idea. Starnheim Courser. Okay. Nope. Unfortunately, we're gonna offer this as a trade. See if our opponent bites. Okay, they did not bite. But we need to hit our next white mana. I could also actually make adjustments to lean more towards white because we really need to double white a lot more than all the extra red cards. Maybe 1 Revitalize is not such a bad idea. But now we're looking at... Okay, Tuskeri Firewalker, not the worst. Okay, we did hit our second white now. That's a... So... I could actually just not foretell this anymore. Our opponent's playing red-white anyway. Okay. So opponent is just gonna take this. Yeah, we're gonna play 1 Braggart out. We need... Because we cannot just take 6 damage. Let's see, our opponent might have a run amok. No, they're just boasting. Okay, they did hit a frostbite. They might snipe our Clarion Spirit, which is not the worst thing, actually. Let's see, do they have another creature follow-up? Because... Okay, Battlefield Raptor is fine. Yep, we're Doomskar. Wait, we're Doomscarring now. I would have preferred if they had a bigger creature, but I'll take it. I'll take the situation as it is. They had Shepherd of the Cosmos. Now we're really racing. This was a very good foretell. So at the least now I could... If our opponent starts swinging, we can kind of beat them in a race. But I would prefer to at least hit some more removal. Yeah, that's it. This is admittedly not looking very good for us. Like how... The number of cards probably bird. Bird is the word. But now I need to hit removal for it. Okay, we did hit removal for this. But let's see. You may exile another card from your graveyard. Thankfully, nothing share. Not. Oh wait, Angel Warrior does share. Another. Okay, so they can't exile the Resplendent Marshal. They have to exile the. Yep. Opponent is really racing. Do they? If they have to run amok, we lose already. Can't be helped. Yeah, they had to run amok. That was really. Well, our count was a bit off because of the Resplendent Marshal. Couldn't really do anything about that. Ay. We're not doing very well, guys. I should recheck that mana base though. Am I willing to cut one land just to add? I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of our losses have been so close that we're going along this route. I might want to do this. Okay, we'll keep this one. I will also note. Okay, thankfully our opponent did take a mulligan. We are going to keep this one. Okay, not. I might just foretell the Doomskar. Yes, let's just get all the trades out of the way. Opponent's playing the 2 spells deck. Yeah, we definitely want to foretell. Axgard Braggart. They are down to 1 card. I just hope it's not. And if it's decently big enough, we have a squash follow up. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yep. Though my guess was right. They were running dry. Starnheim Courser. Unfortunately, we're drawing lots of lands again. So I'm gonna swing first. See if our opponent trades. No, they're not biting. And this is activate only as a sorcery. I actually want them to activate it so that I can squash the resultant. Oh, they're not activating it quite yet. Okay, we can wait. I'm going to wait for them to try to convert it into a token. But they're not. Very patient, I would say. Do they have a board wipe of their own? I'm trying to remember if there is such a thing. Oh, I should have played the 1 land. No, it doesn't. Yeah, they're gonna crack it now. Oh, they have another follow-up. Okay. Okay, not too bad. No need to fire the run amok yet because, yeah, our opponent now needs to. And that's it. We survived. Whew. Okay. Looks like Doomskar is pulling a lot of weight here, so let's see if we can keep going at it. I might not be able to get into gold this month, but you know what? It is what it is. So any game could be our last at this moment. We'll see. I really hope it wouldn't end like that. I really hope we could still get some more. Give me a second. Oh yeah, for those wondering, it is Chinese New Year right now. So yeah, happy Chinese New Year to everyone. Oh, is it exactly my jam? Not so much, but well, I guess it is a kind of a racial obligation. I do appreciate the extra free day, I guess. Ooh. Okay, what? I don't. We could just foretell. Yeah, I'm willing to keep this one only off the back of the foretell. I would. Okay, but now we got that. We do have to go aggro, because we will get revitalize. Ooh, that's. I will play this one first because I can play mountain. Ooh, this is interesting. I would exile a card, but I have to play it that turn, so depending on the board state, I might not even go for the card. I could still play mountain. I could waste the haste. No, I could still foretell, so it's not too bad. Let's see what our opponent names. Spider? Ooh, that's an interesting choice. Let's see what we hit. It's a land, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, so this is the one that grows. Yeah, I don't have to play the Breakneck Berserker right away. Wow, I'm just... Wow, I just pitched a bunch of lands here. I didn't even have to play that land first. Let's see what our opponent has as follow-up. Because I know I can just... Okay, Realm Walker. Did they... Ooh, now drafting Angel. We'll take 4. That's kind of a given here. No, Angel on Realm Walker is awfully weird. It Rootless U, okay. If our opponent swings with this, I probably just chump with the Breakneck, etc. I might pitch in one Giant Ox. Okay, Giant Ox. Fall of the Imposter. Okay, that makes things more interesting, though probably not going to go with the Ox anytime soon. I kind of do want to play this one because it does buff our Frenzied Raider. I might need to I was thinking of sandbagging some spells to get another spirit token. But there's a very good chance if our opponent swings with the Rootless U, I would just block with it. Yeah, I probably would block with it. Now I need to also be careful about pumping power because our opponent could exile the Axguard Braggart that way. Maybe I should not have played that one. Now, let's see. I still want to swing with it though. Yeah, our opponent could just chump with the giant ox, but it is what it is. So we lose the Braggart here. No. Opponent hits a Master Scout. This is Artifact or Enchantment. Ugh. They get to do this all over again. We are in real trouble. Hey, Meta Knight, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Oh my. I want to pitch discard draw, but yeah, we're just gonna have to keep gumming up the board. We just need our creatures to survive for like 5 turns. Opponent's eventually going to be forced to swing with Rootless U. What? Gold Vein Pick. Our opponent could start swinging with this one just to get more life back in. I suspect our opponent is trying to wait to trade up as many creatures as possible. Ooh, and that also foretell. Could be an Iron Verdict, which would be annoying. Anyway, I am sandbagging this one because I need to get more off the Clarion Spirit. Okay. This is a particularly Yep, Iron Verdict predicted. So we probably lose Frenzied Raider. If our opponent had attacked earlier with this, they would have been able to take out our Clarion Spirit. Oh yeah, if our opponent were to attack with this one. Masked Vandal, Exile. Well, no artifact or enchantment here. So 1, 2, 3. So I now need to survive for like probably more than 3 turns. I'm tempted to go Revitalize, but if I hit a land and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there are like 9 lands left, and so it's kind of 50-50. I'm not chancing it. Opponent should swing with the Ruthless Use sometime soon. Okay, Stalwart Valkyrie, so... I don't remember. Oh, I still have another Braggart, so that's another warrior. Now I could actually I actually will just play this right away. So this gives me Pretender, Berserker, Raider to block. Opponent has a Righteous Valkyrie. Oh, come on. Opponent is now forced to swing. So let's see. I need 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they do get the tutor, which is a problem. It's power or toughness 6 or greater. They had the Giant Ox, that was the toughness. Lindworm to gain 4 life. So we have a long ways to go. If I can hit Squash. Opponent concedes. That might have been their last flyer. We survived. We survived. I'll take it. That was so dumb, but in a good way. So hey, not too bad. Got 3 wins in. So at least we're getting 1,000 gems back. I would prefer to get more. Let's see if we can get a few more wins. Okay, so for those tuning in, we're basically trying to write our premier draft of Kaldheim off the back of a Doomskar to save us from when we're in the pickle. I believe I've cast Doomskar in almost every game, and it didn't always win, but I'll take it. So turn 1 Raptor. Okay. Since we don't have a boast creature, we'll do turn 2 Shieldmate. Let's see if we're fast enough to do this. Hey, Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. Opponent is... Yeah, we'll go Immerstrom Raider. We can pitch the plains now. Maybe we could have pitched the mountain. Didn't really matter in this case. Opponent is just going for all the foretell. Foretell into God's Hall Guardian. So that said, 1, 2. Interesting choice. Since that still nets us a warrior token. Maybe our opponent does have a Doomskar of their own. And so I should be careful about how many... Oh, opponent plays Ruined Crown, but do they have any creatures to go on it? We have a run amok, so we can try to run them over a bit. So the equipped creature has lifelink. Do they have an equipped creature anytime soon? I'm so scared to play this one, but we do need to race. This might be a big mistake if it turns out our opponent also has their own board wipe. I can't really play around it though. But this increases the clock. In fact, if our opponent can't block anything, Yeah. Well, we only need to hold up one more land for our second raider. Let's see if our opponent does have an... This is very cheap. Oh no, 2 mana to equip, so... Opponent says good game. Master Scald, but they can't... Yeah, that was good game. Our opponent played too few creatures, or some of their other creatures were stranded behind the white... Behind having only 1 white mana. Rune Crown... It's a trap in my opinion. It's actually, it's fine, but I feel like it's a trap. I don't think it's ever... There are a few cases where it's good. White-blue does not feel like one of them. White-blue foretell as a deck, also admittedly very slow as well, so that probably was an issue. Anyway, we did get our 4 wins, so we got most of our gems back. Let's see if we can get 1 more win so we can at least have a net profit in gems. Like I only drafted 2 rares this entire draft. So that's like 40 gems because I already have the play sets of both of them. Anyhow. Anyhow, we're just trying to be faster than all those dumb rares. We'll see if we can make it. We'll see if we can make it happen. Okay, this time we're being paired up with a gold player. Makes sense. This is admittedly not ideal. I feel like I want to take a mulligan. If we might hit one of our cheaper drops. I'm gonna take a risk on this one. But let's be fair. This could easily be what we call a mistake. I guess I'm only risking this because our opponent did take 1 mulligan. Opponent's playing green-black. Goes for the Mass Vandal. I could have used you earlier, but we will play that Raptor. I could use you. Opponent doing the foretell. And they're missing land drops. Now I want to hit our fifth land. If not, at least I want to go Axguard Braggart. Opponent's going to go struggle for Skempar. Okay, that makes sense. Race is on. Though I will note our opponent still missed their land drop, so okay, now they finally hit it. Yeah, at least we can now also apply pressure in the air. Now, green-black does have that. Oh, wrong one. They have the uncommon one that's basically removal. That would have been really good. This one, sure. Okay, I'm trying to think if they have another board wipe, but I'm just going to play this. Yep, missing elves. Grizzled Outrider. That's an elf. That's big. If opponent concedes because our Asgard Braggart's going to outpace it. Also, if we hit our land, we would have just removed it right then and there, but not. We're just gonna run over our opponent. Unfortunate for our opponent to miss 2 land drops. They were already going off a mulligan, but sometimes that is how it is. So we did make our gems back. That's the good news. Let's see if we can keep going further. Do I want to do this format again, or do I want to go back to Brothers War next week? Okay, now this is awkward. We only have a 2-drop, well, basically another one when it dies. I am still going to go for this, even though I know I only have 16 lands in the deck. Because I do have a sequence of plays. Basically, Shieldmate. Okay, we did draw our 3rd land, so that's some good news. So I am actually willing to trade if our opponent goes for this. Opponent might have a combat trick? I will block. They probably do have a combat trick. We'll see. No, it's just that. Oh wait, no, they still have a combat trick. Wings of the Cosmos, nice. Oh, this is the 2 spells deck. I want to see if our opponent is gonna block. Yeah, no respect. Battlefield Raptor. Elder Fang Disciple. We probably pitch the fire. I could actually just pitch a land here. No, I pitched the Firewalker. Well, we did draw a land anyway. I should have just pitched a land. I am going to play the Barashield Warrior first. Because this does give me a good post trigger. Opponent's down to 2 cards. If they have removal, way down is probably what I'm thinking. And yeah, we're just gonna go do Stalwart Valkyrie now. Not gonna play the land yet because we. So what is this one? Return target creature card from the battlefield. So there's a chance So we have to be careful with this one. We might need to sandbag the land for. We might need to sandbag the land for what they get back here. So if they get back Disciple, Elder Fang Disciple, I can pitch the Battlefield Raptor. Okay, not so bad. Oh, I should have played the Raptor, then when they go for it, I can just Frostbite. Oops, I goofed up on that one. So we'll. Yeah, we should have played this one. There was no we made a mistake on that. That was a mistake on our part. Well, it's a given I'm gonna boast. I just didn't want to throw the Immerstrom Predator away in the process. That said, we are at the mercy of whatever... Oh, no, it looks like our opponent is starting to flood a bit. Hey. Please do not have a Doomskar. No, opponent did not. And there we go. We survived that one again. My gosh. So I do have a chance to make it to gold this month after all. Okay, next game. Definitely our last game. Wish us the best of luck here. Yeah, doing pretty well. Let's see if we can win this one. It's been a long, like I've never really liked this format, though. I guess it's a case of once you learn a little bit more, things change. Though I do feel like I end up forcing these particular colors. We only got rewarded with the Doomskar. It also helped that most of the rares we opened did not line up. Had the rares been more impact, I probably would have gambled on them. Let's see. Our first rare was King Narfi's Betrayal. That was a meh. Our second rare, our rare from Pack 2 was Reflections of the Jara. We didn't have the density of warriors at that time, and it was mostly a do-nothing card. This is unfortunately not keepable. This might be how our game ends. Okay, we're keeping this one. It's a shame to pass the Braggart. I might rather pass the Bloodline Pretender. Let's pass the Braggart here. So at least we do have back-to-back removal if we need to. Okay, so we did not need that. Also, if we draw another Berserker, I'm willing to play name Berserker and Bloodline Pretender. We do have enough cards for that. Yep, we hit our Revitalize. I guess I'm willing to play this one now. Let's see what our opponent's third drop is. I am willing to just take the 2 off here. Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, perfect Demon Bolt target. If I were to discard a card, I probably would discard the... Sadly, it's the Revitalize, because at least my Frostbite has a target. Now, I need to be careful. I do want to have another Plains. Opponent is going for the Mass Colored. They must have opened a bunch of really big rares. Well, there's our Doomskar. Let's see if our opponent has a because okay, they're just trading. Okay, not too bad. Though now we are under pressure to hit our second white mana. Master Skull gets back nothing. Okay. We still need to hit our... It is a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before our opponent hits. Okay, there's Lindworm. So we do need to hit our white mana. We hit our white mana. Now, if our opponent has more big creatures, we are in trouble. That said, Frostbite has kind of lost its utility, so I am going to pitch it. Yeah, Frenzied Raider is not so bad. But if our opponent has any more big creatures, Horizon Seeker, not quite the bill yet. This is concerning. We'll swing first. Okay, let's hope our opponent does not have their own board wipe. Definitely no counterspell since they tapped out their blue. So now let's go white and see if we can get there. I am usually scared of these colors because this is usually indicative of a coma. If I don't hit another creature with Boast, I might just swing with the Frenzied Raider. Opponent goes struggle. That makes sense. Do they... Now our opponent could have their own combat trick. Now, opponent could, like, say, have an Iron Verdict. It could blank this one out. I'm thankful that Raven form is at least sorcery speed, so... Snakeskin Veil. So it's still an even trade. Glorious Protector. Yeah, we might lose to this rare. We used up our Demon Bolt already, so it's pretty much crush at this point. If our opponent starts swinging, we might have to try racing. Though this is okay. They're unfortunately, this might be where our journey ends unless I can hit removal for this. We already used up both of our run amoks. Thankfully, our opponent could protect it. Another Sculptor of Winter. Yeah, this is the snow deck in action. We are going to take that hit. We don't have any sixes, so we'll see if we're going to see if we can take some time. Thankfully, these are not snow permanents, so... And if our opponent swings with these two, we will kind of survive a turn. Maybe not. White does have a lot of incidental flying, so that is a problem. It's unfortunate. And oh, they're gonna remake this again. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We're not gonna win this one. Unfortunately, this is where our luck ends. But hey, 6 wins. I'll take it. It's not the worst outcome. It's a pretty good one, if I may say so myself. And yeah, I guess I will do one more week of this. Yeah, five packs, 300 gem profit. Not bad. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. I wonder how many cards am I missing at this point. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. Many thanks to all those who liked. Thanks to Joe Mariaon, Jericho Ilagan, Meta Knight, and Talo HG. Thank you so much. Okay, that one was not so great. Yorn, God of Winter. Sure. Basically just filling out the blanks. I think I am still missing a few more cards, but it's not so much. Kasima. Yeah, a lot of the rares, they're even middling and so-so for limited. So it wouldn't have panned out that much. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.